corruption, political corruption and leadership was the number one problem that Texans felt. Overall, it was 17% higher than inflation and prices, higher than immigration, higher than border security. And among Democrats, it was the highest as well, 31%. So I'm wondering, what exactly does political corruption mean? I mean, because it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So talk to me about that.
With Donald Trump entering office, what you see is the Democrats have essentially all been focused on Donald Trump. And one of the things that I think, is sort of maybe underappreciated here is that even though we've just had a Texas legislative session in which Texas government has been front and center, the president inserted himself into that session repeatedly. So ultimately, the closeness with which Texas Republican officials are, cultivating with the president for their own voters is actually turning off a lot of Democratic voters here in the state. And again, there's really nothing that unifies Democratic voters like Donald Trump. I think, we're hearing, rumblings about which other candidates might jump into some other races. And I think you should expect a lot of that to be focused on leadership in the state and whether or not the leadership is focused more on, Donald Trump's agenda probably, or the state's agenda. And that's something I think Democrats, will probably happily unify around up and down the ballot.